creations from the Creation Club Skyrim.com. You can see my character is actually one of them, and that's the Steel Soldier armor. Today, we're going after another one. We're going after the Ebony Mail, not the District Prince item, the Ebony Mail. The Creation Club, the Ebony Mail, which is not classified as a Daedric item. It's basically from the new free game, and I think my game just froze. No, it didn't. Okay. Sorry, guys. Kinda got scared a little bit. I'm sitting here like, oh god, my game just froze. What the fuck just happened? Oh no. But anyway, it's not frozen. That's good. I got kinda scared there a little bit. But anyway, to begin this quest, you gotta go to a major city, town, or village. Basically a major city. Don't have to go into the major city, just be near the proximity of the major city. That counts as part of it. And you get a letter. Alright, the letter I basically got. Alright, now, here's the letter. Yes, as you can see, I already read the letter. But the letter will be from Tyra Bloodfire. And here's what it says. Insert player name here. Of course, my character is Ofringar. So I'm going to say Ofringar. Ofringar, my name is Tyra Bloodfire. Like Sotilid, the wet ear before me, I am an orphan child from Balmora. Many years ago, I took a band of misfits and rogues and turned them into the Crimson Dirks. In our heyday, they called us thieves, bandits, apostates, and killers. And they were right. We were all of those things. But so's the Jarl who taxed the poor to starvation, the soldiers who rape and pillage the towns, the Empire who would erase our gods, and the guardsmen who would behead the innocent. I know your story. And if there's going to be a judge for me, I don't want it to be them. Not the Empire. Not the East Empire Company. And not the guards. Just you and the divines. But first, I want you to prove you're a worthy judge. Go to the docks in Windhelm, my favorite city. There, you'll meet a beggar in need of your aid. Some would offer him gold, others bread or wine. Offer him alms you think will best serve him. Once you have proved your measure and your mercy, you must then show your mettle. I will wait for you at the Tallow Shrine west of Windhelm. When at last we meet, I ask that you speak only with your blade. For while the tongue lies, the sword is true, Tyra. Not gonna lie, that actually kind of sounds poetic. That actually kind of sounds poetic. Personally, I actually do kind of hate the Empire. Death to the Empire, I say. So, we make our way to the give alms to the beggar. Then we got to make our way west. So I'm going to fast travel. Ah, shit! I didn't unlock the. But yes, this note the Crimson Dirks. All of the Creation Club armors so far: the Stalrum, the Nordlight, the Dragon Scale, the Daedric Mail. The current armor my character is wearing, which is the Soldier Steel armor. And the new, which is one of the new ones, and the Ebony Mail armor. basically, if you read the stories, which comes with the books called the Crimson Dirks, which basically gives a little bit of info onto the characters, on the characters that have the armor. All 5 of them are members of the Crimson Dirks. And so now, we're going to confront the leader. My previous playthroughs before I embraced them like a dumbass,
Stormcloaks, Imperials, Dragons.
I pretty much had most of them. I think there's 5. Maybe it's 6, I don't know. Let's see, there's Steel Soldier, Dwarven, Starroom, Daedric, Dragon Scale, and Ebony. Yeah, so there are 6 armor sets, so you gotta collect 6 books to understand the full concept of the Crimson Dirks.
Need a ride?
But when you read the Crimson Dirks,
Where do you want to go?
it basically gives you a backstory of the
Climb and back.
owner of the armor.
I can't wait here forever.
So now,
Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest
we're
city
going
in
to face
Skyrim
the
by
lady.
some account.
We're going to
They
face
say the big old palace there was
Tyra
built by Ysgramor
Bloodfire,
himself.
the leader, the big boss, the biggie boss. And honestly, right now, I feel like I should have went after the Daedric Mail armor, because something tells me I'm going to be fucked. But it's okay. It is okay. I can do this. I think I can do this. I hope I can do this. But yes, we are literally going after the big boss. The big boss. I done took out the guy who wore the soldier's armor. But we're gonna take out the big boss. The big boss. He's at the port. And it's nighttime. How much gold do I have? 600. But see, we gotta go there to the port. And hopefully there's a way to get onto the port, because I am not going through the city. I want to see what my character looks like donned in that ebony armor. My character... kinda looks okay in the steel. I'm not saying it's the most coolest. I should have known that. Hang on. I think I can see without entering. I don't want to enter one time yet. Come on. Damn it. Yeah. I'm on it. Success! How to find the beggar. And I think that's the beggar right there. Here we go.
Well, hello.
Here, have 100 gold pieces.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Give alms to the beggar. Meet Tira.
Thank you.
Shrine.
Oh,
Let's go.
thank you.
Alright, here we go. like the big bad boss lady. My thing is, she complains about the soldiers being rapists and pillagers. And she's a bandit, which means, didn't she do those? Isn't she guilty of those crimes as well? Oh well. Well, like she said, time for my sword to be the judge. And so let my sword judge. She's up there literally at the shrine. I know her hatred for the empires matches mine. God damn. Poetic. But that lady in that letter. I think it's a lady. Could be wrong. Could be a dude. But time to let Blade be. Yep, it's a girl. Come! Face thy fear! Well... that was a little bit entertaining. I mean, good gosh, she had it. Freaking Ebony. Two Ulfringar. Okay, no, that is the first time I have ever seen a note with your character's name on it. Normally, it would be like, note from this person or this person's note. Never in my life have I seen a character holding a note registering your character's name. But anyway, see, like I said, the Crimson Dirk Volume 1. Basically, it's a little book about their character. Increases health by 50 points. Ebony plate armor. One-handed attack does 30% more damage. This would be good for Freya. Ebony boots. Ebony plate boots. Regenerates stamina 30% faster. And she has 2 ebony swords. Increases heavy armor skill by 20. Okay, not gonna lie, that actually looks kind of cool. I like how it looks. Ooh. Open bow. All right. And my character and Rengar looks even more badass. Basically, I'm gonna read the note she had to my character, and then I'm gonna tell you a little bit something about my character. Let's see, so, to Ulfringar. First off, I am sorry about the test. My hope was that it'd give me a window into your mind and bring comfort to mine. You gave a beggar a full purse of gold. You are someone who goes above and beyond, putting the lives of others above your own. But not even 1,000 septims can save the life of every man, woman, and child. So my advice to you is not to fall victim to your kindness. There are people like me who will take advantage of it. And there are times when you'll have to make a hard decision for greater gain. Save who you can. But save who you can, but do what you must. Lastly, to the ones I knew in life, don't mourn my death, as one of you once told me, when all you do is look into the past. It's time to close the book on one's future. I do so on my own term. Goodbye. That cuts deep. Maybe why that actually cuts deep. But anyway, The Crimson Dirks, Book 1 by Gathers the Coin, Argonian. Tierra Bloodfire didn't want just any crew. Bandits never built great houses. They had no structure, organization, or legacy. They had few tactics in the field and little design for the future. Worst of all, they hold no loyalty beyond filling their own pockets. A bandit clan was a pack of stray dogs fighting for scraps, willing to bite the hand that dared to feed them. Growing up in Balmora, Tierra knew that the great houses of Morrowind were built on blood. Yet, as an orphan child, and adored amongst elves, she concept of family was one forged from experience. It wasn't the bandits and cutthroats, but the loners and the outcasts she identified with most. So when she picked out the crew that would become the Crimson Dirks, she sought out the qualities that best defined herself. What she wanted were survivors. To find them, she would first need connections. For this, she sought help of a dark elf named Reaver. The Dunmer had no real name to speak of. Some speculated he was once a noble, having abandoned his title and claims for a new one. Others believed he was with the Morag Tong assassins, having little use for their birth name. Tierra, meanwhile, had first met the brigand as a child begging in the streets. The dark elf had fixed his blood-red eyes upon the orphan girl, ashen and starved, and deigned to fill her arms full. When she looked down, she found neither food nor gold, but a knife. This isn't a gift, little Netch, the Dunmer cautioned. Throat scarred with ash, your first score belongs to me. That night the young Tierra would make good on that promise, delivering a single ruby into the Ashlander's palm. It glowed crimson like fire and blood. From that day she was known as Tierra Bloodfire, earning her name just as the Reaver did from his deeds. As the years passed, the Dunmer kept a close eye on the North, tracking her growth from a cutpurse to a bandit. And while she considered her debt to Reaver paid, whenever their paths crossed, he would continue to demand a cut. 8 years later, the two had gone their separate ways. Not just distance, but in spirit and mind. Tierra had matured into a tenacious warrior, her physique chiseled and rough, a body forged in crucible of blood and ash. Reaver, on the other hand, had grown fat and lazy, content to skim off the labor of his subordinates. While he spent his days in quiet repose, as Tierra stood before him, he played with the ruby in his palm, occasionally using his forearm to wipe the saliva from his greasy lips While Tira recognized the gem almost immediately, the dark elf bared the resemblance to the vicious killer she once knew. Perhaps it was Cyrodiil that changed him. He had traded his netch leather for fine silks, his dagger for a silver spoon, and his ashland cave for a highborn residence in the heart of Skingrad. His scowl was not one of rage, but irritation, chiefly at his guests for tracking mud on his freshly waxed floor. Only the eyes, scarlet and piercing, betrayed his former identity. "I am new to Cyrodiil," she said, placing a bag of gold on the table as a tie, "and I need a crew." The Dunmer beckoned the servant to hand him the gold. As he could no longer be bothered to reach for it, he examined the bag briefly to judge its weight before shooing the servant the gold aside. Tira wondered if she had been better served filling the bag with cakes. "I will help you find these men," the Dunmer croaked, finger wrapping the table. "But remember, little Netch, your first score belongs to me." Of men who fit her requirements, there were 3. Ezreal, the High Elf Hunter, had grown up in an orphanage. Palladius was a former guardsman, dismissed for beating a pickpocket to death. Damn. Damn, Palladius. Wait. Palladius was the dude that I just killed earlier. Anointis, a hedge maid who spent time in the tavern than the guild. There were still others she wanted before the crew could be whole. She wanted a blacksmith to forge arms and muscles to wield it. She wanted a thief who could stalk their prey in the shadows and assassins to slit their throats. She wanted scouts to glean information and sharp mind to decipher their code, and she was willing to travel to the Breadth of Tamriel to find them. Ugh, long book. But for this first job, 3 was more than enough. 1 was all she needed. After all, she had already faced the building. Having been invited as a guest, she had seen the servant girl deposit the gold in the next room, and the piles of riches scattered around the house. She had watched their plump porker of an owner lost his edge, tasteful work, for it was the Reaver and all his riches that would come first. A week later, the 3 sealed their pack in blood. Azuriel and Platus, being trained warriors, made quick work of the guards. Anointis bespelled the servants with his magic. Together, the crew filled the wagons with their spoils. But before all this was done, Tira first found once fearsome Reaver in his bedchambers, helpless to stop what his greed had obtained. In the shadows of a lantern's light, the Nord approached him with arms extended. In one hand was the bag of gold she had given him the week prior. The other hand, the knife he had placed in her alms hole so many years ago. "I wanted you to have this," Reaver said, placing the ruby on the nightstand beside him. Tira, for her part, never said a word. "I wasn't always Reaver," the dark elf continued. "I used to have a proper name. Cassaville, they called me. Funny story. There's a dumber boy peddling for alms outside the Two Sisters Lodge with the same name. Upon hearing these words, Tira's eyes met Reba for the last time, standing over him as he once did her. Perhaps in that moment, another deal was made, understood but left unspoken. Seconds later, she plunged the knife into his heart. When it was done, Tira wiped the blood-stained dirt on the bed sheets and picked up the ruby from the nightstand. In the hours that passed, the crew sacked the place clean, all save the bag of gold, which she left next to her former employer's clothes. The first score, after all, belonged to him. The rest she took for herself. Holy shit. Holy shit. And she still got the ruby. Well, I'll take that. I'll keep that as a trophy. You, lady, are strong as fuck. I'll give you that. But yeah, guys. Anyway, that's the quest for the Ebony armor. That is the quest for the Ebony armor. I need to go back to Dragon Bridge Village and get the book for the Crimson Dirks, if I ever got it. I will see you all next time. Maybe next time I will do this character and show you the Dark Seducers and Golden Saint quest, which is going to be a big quest, and I might actually make more than one video. But that's it for this video, guys. I will see you all next time. Peace.